Hello again, everybody. This is Glenn with Best Price Nutrition. Today I'm going to review Banaba Leaf. We've been getting a lot of requests for it. It's sort of been brought to light recently because Dr. Oz mentioned it on one of his shows. There was an episode he called the Naked Hour episode, and he has a popular diet he's calling the Naked Diet. And he had a panel of experts, and one of the experts recommended taking Banaba Leaf because it can help lower blood sugar levels. And then he's saying that can help your body to burn more fat. Well, I kind of want to get into what Banaba Leaf is and what it does in the body. Banaba Leaf it's also called Lagerstroema speciosa. Not sure if I said that right, but it contains a multitude of constituents. One of them is corsulic acid, which is really what you want from the Banaba Leaf if you're looking for the lowering of blood sugar, or at least that's the ingredient or the constituent that's been studied for lowering of blood sugar. There are the few studies that have been done on it. First of all, it's been used in the Philippines as a folk medicine for diabetics and blood sugar for years. But it's not much in terms of human clinical studies been done on it. There was one that was done that is it's got some good some good evidence to support it. It was a randomized clinical trial involving type 2 diabetic patients. These are diabetics who are non-insulin dependent. They don't have to take the injections. Researchers found that dosages of 32 and 48 milligrams of Banaba extract standardized to 1% corsulic acid administered for 2 weeks significantly reduced blood glucose levels. So this one study done in humans is showing that it does reduce blood sugar in the body. Now, how reducing blood sugar can tie into weight loss is that specifically type 2 diabetes is also called adult onset diabetes, very popular very prevalent in obese people. It's because they're eating a lot of sugars, get elevated blood glucose levels, and they're not producing enough insulin to combat that because the insulin is going to drive the glucose into the cell to be stored as glucose. Or if you're getting too much blood sugar, it can also be stored as body fat because the glucose stores can be full. So if there's an issue with obese people and not producing enough insulin, this may be an ingredient that can help. But again, there's not much research done on it to show that it's going to work very well in humans. So I'd like to see some more research done on it. There are some research done in rats or in vitro studies, which is basically they did a cell culture, put it into the cell, and watched its action. In terms of who can take this, I would say pretty much anybody can take it if they're looking for controlling blood sugar levels. But people who are diabetics, I would definitely speak with a doctor first because oftentimes you're going to be taking medication and you don't want to combine two things that are going to be lowering blood sugar, especially if you're injecting insulin. You definitely want to stay away from it. Does it have promise for weight loss and fat loss? I would say if you're someone who's eating a lot of sugars and you want to control that, yes, it may. Again, it's not going to be burning fat. It's just going to be controlling the storage of that glucose into the cell. It could help with storing the glucose into the cell as glucose rather than as body fat. When I mentioned the scientific name, the Lagerstroema speciosa, some people might have seen that in some popular what they call nutrition partitioners or insulin mimetic products. Honestly, I didn't know it was the same stuff until I did the research myself. It's in a lot of those popular products that can make claims that, oh, you take it with a high carbohydrate meal, you'll store this, you'll get a pump from it. So again, all of that's anecdotal. There's not research done on that part of it, but there are some research to show that can help with lowering of blood sugar. In terms of how much to take every day, there's not really been a well-documented amount. The study used 32 and 48 milligrams, so I would say stick around that milligram amount. And again, it was extracted or standardized to contain corsulic acid. So a lot of products will just say it contains Banaba Leaf, but doesn't give you how much corsulic acid's in there. A product that we carry that has it inside of there, it's very, very popular, is from the Republic of Tea. It's called the Get Lost Tea. It is their weight loss, blood sugar, calorie controlling formula. So that's very popular if you're looking for the Banaba Leaf and want to try it out yourself. Again, we don't know how much corsulic acid is inside the product, so in terms of how well it's going to be working, we're not sure. That's really all I had about it. Again, it was just made popular by Dr. Oz. I'd say, be skeptical, do your own research on it because the people on the show didn't really give much scientific evidence to say it worked. They just say, hey, you take it, lower blood sugar, and you're going to burn fat. Well, that's all that goes into it. So I think I've covered it pretty well. If anybody has any questions, you can post the comments in the blog or on in the video. You can also find us at facebook.com/bestpricenutrition. Thank you.